On today's episode of Nostalgic Nick-Nacks, I take a look at one of my most favorite controllers from Retro Fighters, the Brawler 64. I love this controller. I'm going to tell you why and maybe, just maybe, convince you that you need a Brawler 64 in your life. Hey everybody, I hope you're doing great today. This is my YouTube channel, Nostalgic Nick-Nacks. My name is Ryan. So happy you're here today. Today I've got a special video and I'm going to be talking all about the Brawler 64 controller for the Nintendo Switch. I love this controller. I've enjoyed my time with it and I still use it quite frequently. It's a wonderful controller for older Nintendo 64 games as well as other types of games, but I'm going to be going over all that today, unbox it for you, show you how it works on my Switch, and maybe help you to realize that you need it in your life. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the unboxing and I'll show you how it works. So here we have the Retro Fighters Brawler 64 controller. This is the box it comes in, very neatly packed. Here's the side, Retro Fighters. If you didn't know, they actually also have a GameCube controller and several other controllers. I believe they have a Dreamcast controller as well, which is really cool. And it actually has a wireless range of over 30 feet. Haven't tried that out myself, but specifically made for Nintendo Switch Online. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So take that. We've got a smaller box here. I really love what this company does, kind of making the older games accessible, or the older controllers accessible. There's actually I believe there's an orange version and a blue version, or maybe a blue and a green, as well as the standard gray. So here's everything that you've got in the box. So we've got a reminder, please charge for a minimum of 2 hours before using the first time, and their support email there. And then they have a neat little book here with all the information you're going to need to pair this controller, what the LEDs mean, even some more questions over here. Just They put everything out there for you so you don't have to go online and look up information about how to do it. So very cool. Nice little booklet. And then you have a charging cable here. It is USB-C, which is very handy. And the main controller itself. So there we have it. A very nice design. So much more ergonomic than the original one that came out back when we had the Nintendo 64 brand new. And here is my controller to just kind of give a comparison here. So we have the old and the new, and you can kind of see they're very similar looking, but that joystick has been moved up to the top left there from the middle. And when the makers at Nintendo were looking at this, they thought, wouldn't it be great to have a joystick in the middle? Well, great thought, but not so great for your hands. So I can remember very well having a thumb that just did not look great after playing Mario Kart 64. Usually you could play it like this, but you really wanted that control stick, because that control stick was very new. We didn't have it on the Super Nintendo at the time, and so you just play like this most of the time. Use those C buttons, the B and A button, the start button, but you really want to go over to the game, to the D-pad over here very much, and you had to also make sure you had that Z button handy. And looking at the new controller, we have a button here for the select, and then we have the home button, then we have start, They have their D-pad over here, which is much better, feels great in the hands. A B and A button here, LED indicators for first player, second player, third player, fourth player. And then you have the C buttons, of course, and a really nice C stick here. And then looking at the top of the controller, we have a L and R. We have 2 Z triggers here. No Z back button, but you know, like the original, but much more comfortable. You don't have to reach around to the back. And on the back of their controller, they have their logo. So they really make some great controllers. Love the way this looks. And of course, you have the charging up here at the top. And I'm not entirely sure what these 2 buttons do up here, but I think you might be able to map them to different things. I believe this is the screenshot button here. And then this button over here is a swapping button. So not sure what you can do with that, but let me know in the comments below if you know. All right, so that's all for the unboxing. Let's go ahead and try out a few games with my Nintendo Switch and see how it works. All right, so I powered up my Switch and it's already telling me once I go into the Nintendo 64 app that I need to pair my controller, so L and R. And hopefully it recognizes it. There it goes. All right, we're in business. Very easy. A button, 1 player. I've got some new games here. I haven't been in this app for a little while, but oh, cool to see they have Banjo-Tooie in there now. So I do have a couple of games I'll go through here. Not every one, of course, but I do want to go over some of the mainstays. So we got Super Mario 64 here. So it's very intuitive. Start button, press start. Okay, so now I'm in the start area here of Mario 64, and the controller stick feels really great. Great analog here. I can feel the different points. You can see how they have the different points for where you can go. Feels much the same as the original, but much smoother. So you use your A button, jump, slide. The buttons are very clicky in a nice way. Feels really nice in the hands as well. It probably even feels nicer at times than the Pro Controller. See camera angles here. R button. Z button, very nice to use. You get the over the shoulder view here. Not much I can say here, but just everything works perfectly. And if I press that, it takes me to the screen where I can create a suspend point, save my game for later. And if I press start, I go to the start menu. And if I press this, it takes me home. So I'm going to go ahead and back out of this, go to game selection, and I'm going to try out some Banjo-Kazooie. So here is Banjo-Kazooie. And again, feels very natural. Love this game growing up and still holds up very well now. Hopefully I won't fall off. Yeah, let's see the Z button again. There it goes. Gotta love Banjo-Kazooie. The music in this game is really nice as well. Love the retro fighters. Maybe I'll try out one more game here. So we got some Wave Race here. Let's go for the championship. Haven't played this game in forever.
Welcome to Coffin Park.
Okay, you got your control stick, moving around. Very nice. Yeah, it's been a long time. Had no idea what I'm doing right now. But it's really cool. This game really holds up. I love seeing polygons. It's something that you don't see very much these days. Everything's too smooth. Oh, wipe out. Very cool. All right, so that's enough of the demo, but I think you get the point. It's really great controller in every way, and very comfortable. Have I said that? It's so comfortable. So yeah, Retro Fighters, you guys rock. As a lover of nostalgic controllers and what Nintendo has always had to offer, I enjoy controllers that give back to that retro community. As I said, this controller is ergonomic and aesthetically pleasing. I love it. So much better than the original. Alright everybody, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed today's look at the Brawler 64 controller from Retro Fighters. I love this controller, and let me know down below if you want to see more controller reviews or other accessories for gaming. This is really my first controller review and I enjoyed doing it. Sorry, original Nintendo 64 controller, but it's so much better than you. I've got to put you away for now. You can stay on the shelf if you want to. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more content like this, or you're interested in fuse beating content, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I enjoy making these videos and I really appreciate your support. And also down below, let me know if you have a Retro Fighters controller. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I appreciate all of you. I pray that you have a fantastic day. And until next time, happy gaming.